That's not what I put.
You don't listen to Michael Jackson?
But okay. This is a huge red flag for me.
All right. You know what's so crazy? I was gonna say men.
I mean, strike one. You're a man.
Yeah.
And you're heterosexual.
Yeah.
So let me just say real quick, this is going to end badly, right? This is going to end very, 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 very badly, right? The gynocracy, the alphabetic gynocracy is going to cause so much blowback soon in society. These people are going to be sorry, man. I mean, like, I'm watching this, I'm like, wow, these people are incredibly stupid. And it's already at a tipping point, right? Let me show you what I mean real quick. So let's take a look at this article real quick, right from I think it's from The Hill, right? Most young men are single, most young women are not. More than 60% of young men are single, nearly twice the rate of unattached women, signaling a breakdown in the social, romantic, sexual life of American males. Men in their 20s are more likely than women in their 20s to be romantically uninvolved, sexually dormant, friendless, and lonely. They stand at the vanguard of an epidemic of declining marriage, sexuality, and relationships, right? So they have the gynocracy, right? The alphabetic gynocracy has succeeded in probably, I guess, 75 years, destroying masculinity and marriage, relationships in the United States. Congratulations. Congratulations, you fucking played yourself, right? What do you think happens, right? Because if you had 60%, what happens when this goes to 70, 80%, which I think it's close to that now. I think it's close. When you look at, they just looking at certain age groups of young men. What about the older men? Over 30. Woo! What about them? If it's bad for young man, for some young stud, right? This young stud can't get a goddamn date. Right? He in the gym, he working out, got a car, apartment, right? He on Instagram, he on this dating app, Tinder, this, that, and he can't get a date. If it is, it's with some older chick trying to get validation from fucking young men. He can't really, get nothing consistent and quality going with women his age. Right? So he kept some, washed up, Instagram hoe that aged out, right? Fucking dudes in Dubai and, fucking dudes in, Miami, and she done aged out. Maybe she's about 50, probably decent looking. He catch her, he might be, 25, 30. She's trying to get some validation, so she fucks him. So the older dudes, they struggling too, right? Everything is imbalanced, right? As you can see. So they done ruined dating, and it's getting to an apocalyptic point. This shit is going to hit a tripwire. What do you think happens when this shit hits 7? And I think it's close to that now. But you guys, what if the next article you see is 95% of men in America? Right? What do you think it looked like on the street for you if you're a woman? Because these two cackling bitches are fucking brain dead. As a woman, what do you think for you? Like, you got a daughter, whatever, your mother, you, a woman, whatever. What do you think it looks like on the streets for you when that number trips 80, 90, 100%? You think you'll be safe on the streets? I don't think you will. I don't think it will be at 95%. I don't even think we get to that point. I don't think we get, if it's at 60, the next article you see, if it's at 70, it's going to be anarchy outside. That's just my view. I'm pessimistic, right? Maybe you're a little more optimistic that this whole thing is going to go into some kind of femocratic, gynocratic, alphabetic utopia. Maybe that's your view of the world. You saying, oh no, it's going to be 100% of the men in the fucking United States from 18 to to 80 will be single, unmarried, no children, no sex, no girlfriend, no nothing, no fiance, no nothing, and everything gonna be fine. We're gonna be in a alphabetic, democratic utopia. Are you out of your fucking mind? You gotta be the dumbest motherfucker this side of the moon, of the cosmos or something. I mean, maybe you're unhinged. Maybe I am. Right? My mother told me, oh, you're unhappy. Maybe you're unhinged. Right? Okay, you tell me what it looks like. You motherfuckers, I didn't write this report out of the hill. One of you mofos did. You tell me what it looks like in downtown Baltimore or Denver, right? Or Los Angeles or Houston or Kansas or any fucking where. Or New York City. Gotham City. It's going to be the real Gotham City. Right? What do you think it looks like on the streets when this number that they're putting out about men gets to 70, 80, 90, or 100%? I mean, you motherfuckers are smarter than me. I'm just a dumb Negro, right? I'm sure y'all smarter than me. What do you think it looks like? You think it's a film? Like, look, oh yeah, ha ha ha, like these two cackling bitches. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Because men are red flags. A straight man's a red flag. So when we get to 100%, 90, 70, 80, 90%, 100% of men, basically being alone, single, unmarried, right? This is your sons, your grandsons, your nephews, your cousins. Think about it. With no prospects, unmarried, all this. Oh, it's going to be great. It's just going to be groups of women and homosexuals holding hands in sundresses and trannies with rainbow flags skipping down the fucking streets telling you about how bad straight men are. That's what you think is going to happen? That's what okay, all right, if you say so. I'll have to agree with you until that time comes, and then we'll see, which we're fast approaching. Personally, my take is you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker this side of the sun to think that. To think that you can collapse society and nothing happens, right? You just get a fundamental change in society, and you just have a bunch of single, unmarried, unattached men with no dating prospects, and all of the women are either homosexuals or prostitutes or, raging feminists, right? I don't need a man, and all this, all this kind of shit, right? Jumping from man to man, or I don't need a man, or whatever. When this number gets to 70, 80, 90%, what do you think society looks like? I mean, even if you're a feminist, a raging, alphabetic feminist, you can't be that stupid to think that you're going to create a new society and that all the men in society, they're just going to go gay and tranny. They're going to turn into trannies and homosexuals, and then you're going to have a bunch of, it's going to be a bunch of feminists, alphabetic feminists, and the men are all going to go gay and tranny, and there'll be no pushback and no blowback. That's what you think? You gotta be one dumb motherfucker. But maybe you're right. Maybe I'm the dumb motherfucker. But I think you gotta be one dumb motherfucker to think that. That when this number, and it's a tripwire. The number is a trip, because men are a force of nature. You look at Gaza, where they've killed 200,000 people in a matter of months. You look at Ukraine, Russia, where they've killed, hundreds of thousands of people, probably at least, 800,000 people in a matter of months, 2 years or so. You look at these places where society becomes unstable for whatever reason, and you tell me, oh yeah, nothing bad can happen. Where something becomes unbalanced, right? That's your thesis. So when this number trips, it's a tripwire. When you get men are a force of nature. If you get, there's no way. I mean, in my opinion, you get 70, 80, 90, 100% of. I'm not no sociologist, but it just seems that way to me. And this is happening before in places like China. There's a Chinese guy on my page. I clipped one of his videos showing what happened when this kind of thing happened in China twice, right? Turned into a bloody rebellion. When you have this destabilization of relationships in society. Okay? So, I mean, when I see them doing this, I'm like, you're sticking a fucking stick in the eye of a bear and laughing. You're running through a minefield while drinking whiskey and laughing. You're stupid. You have no idea what's about to happen. You can't read the writing on the wall, literally. Like, I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe we're moving into a democratic, gynocratic, alphabetic utopia where, you know, we're raging feminists, you know, are getting abortions on demand, you know, for birth control and all kinds of trannies and, you know, all types of, you know, different characters are running back and forth down the street with pink hair, holding hands and having parades everywhere, telling you how bad straight men are, right? And women are coming home, treating their husbands like shit and their boyfriend, whatever, you know, if you got one, you know, if that situation exists. Maybe that's, you know, a utopia that you think you're going into. And the children disrespect their fathers. You don't have to listen to your father. I don't need a man. I mean, maybe you think that's the utopia we're heading to. Looking at these numbers. I guess maybe you're smarter than me. And that's your vision for the future. Personally, my vision for the future is apocalyptic once you hit one of these numbers that's a tripwire. Now, I don't know if it's 61% or 91%, but one of these reports that come out will be a fucking flatline. That's my bet. I'd bet $100, right? That one of these reports come out will be the last report you see because all of the fucking newspapers will be burning. Right? Won't be nobody around to put out no reports. The next one, that's my take on it. Won't be nobody around to put out no fucking reports about the 75 or the 80 or the 90% or the 100% of men that are sexless relationships, don't have friends, don't have marriages, don't have girlfriends, don't have fiancés, broke, you know, their children's gone, or don't have children. I don't think you're going to see a report like that. I could be wrong. We'll see. Let's wait and see. That's all I got.